It's time to cut up this beautiful big Monstera Thai constellation mint. Let's do it! Hello everyone, it is time to repot several of my plants, and we are starting with the huge mint Thai constellation, which is a really special one, and it's grown really well. This is the latest leaf, so beautiful, but it's growing past the moss pole is one thing. See, I put a moss pole in and it's just grown past it. And also, I need money. I said this in a previous video. I need money to pay bills from my broken computer and stuff for editing. So we are chopping it up, maybe taking some cuttings and taking the small plant off and just keeping the top cutting straight onto the moss pole again. Geert is here to help me. Let's get started. I had not unpotted this plant in a long time, so it was actually really hard to get it out of the pot. It took a long time and help with my boyfriend. In the end, I was able to give it a people's elbow, as Crystal would say, and use my foot on the pot as well. Here I'm realizing this would make for a fun thumbnail, so I did it again. Also, it kind of helped, but I still needed to loosen around the edges because all the roots had gotten stuck on the sides of the pot a lot. It was a full workout, and then I was finally able to get it out of the pot. Yes. It's a self-watering pot, so you can see the shape of that pot in the shape of the roots after I finally pull it out. I loosened up the root ball. If I would just size this plant up, I wouldn't do that. I would just leave the roots alone. But because we are taking it apart, the cuttings will need to be separated by the roots anyway. Here you can see me taking the small plant off. That was the side little plant. So that's why the roots do need to be separated fully. And that way I can also make a little bit more space for them because they were quite tight in there from a previous repot. And also any dead roots will be removed, so that's also beneficial usually. I finally got the moss pole out, and then my lovely helper Geert, my boyfriend, started to show the plant off. But I decided to walk it closer to you because it is stunning. And I thought it would be interesting to see all the roots as well before I take the plant apart. It's such a huge one. It's so cool. For the chop, we are cleaning the shears just to make sure we don't put any diseases into these cuttings. And we have one full baby plant with some nice mint variegation that's not coming across because of the sun. And then we have a very, very thick stem that I am gonna chop. Look at this. This is, I don't know if my shears are gonna do this, but I also have a knife. And for my piece, I'm going to go, I don't know, these are all roots, but not, like they don't have that many side shoots. This one is just the pure aerial root still that I just guided down. So I might go, I don't know, should I go risky for the monies and then maybe end up with nothing for myself? Yep. Yep, is what Geert says. I think we're just gonna have to go for the knife. These look really bad, but they are very sharp. Hiervoor heb ik wel een beetje mentale support nodig. I'm scared. I'm scared. Uh-oh. Dit mesje trekt het niet. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Whew. So this huge cutting only has these roots, which is not the best. We will see how that goes. Oh, that's risky for me. But all of these cuttings have all the good roots, and that's the ones that are going to you, so. That was scary. Okay, wait. That's a really nice leaf that we want to keep. Can you still see it? I'm sweating. It's a hot day and it's a scary job. Yes. Perfect. Okay, these I think I can do with the shears. No, not yet. This is even in focus, I don't know. Okay.
Oi. Alles naar de knoop.
Yeah. Still too thick for the shears. Shoot. Okay, so first cutting this is a very nice minty leaf with these roots, plenty of roots, looks nice. This is the base cutting, so it has all the good roots, and it has this leaf. This might be my original leaf, I'm not quite sure. And this one, oh no, I have propagated it before, so that doesn't make sense. Then we have this one, 2 leaves, really nice mint, some browning and some cat hairs, but really nice with very happy healthy roots as well. Then there is this one with this amazing leaf, look at that, really cool. And this stem is this thick with these roots. And then the riskiest of choices, one aerial root and these very few normal roots with 4 big leaves. So I might have to cut a leaf off actually, because this one is really nice though. I don't want to cut that. And this one is also, it doesn't come across, it's all blown out. And then this one is really nice because it has so many holes. And then this latest one, oh, I really hope this is gonna survive because it's a very nice plant. It's making me fall in love with this plant. It was just so big, taking up so much space, that I got a little bit frustrated with it. We always had to move it to reach anything in the windowsill. But now I really hope it's gonna be okay. Should I pot them up temporarily for, hello seagull, for the sale? Or do people want to see them with the roots? I'm gonna make videos of all of them now and then put them on my stories so that they don't stay here for too long. Mint tie number 1. Next up is the base of my big plant. Third one is this one. Number 4 out of 5. And the last one that I'm selling, this is a really nice big one.
Later.
I filmed the story updates, seal updates. Now we are potting up mine. This is just my common mix that I used to use all the time. Because it's so much, it's the kind of the cheap way of doing it. So this is perlite, bark and organic potting mix. Oh, thick. Oops. I forgot the moss ball. Some moss balls you can just stick into the soil after, but these ones specifically have an extra balancing bit at the bottom. So you have to put them in the pot before you put the soil in, and that helps the plant to be even more stable, especially these big monsteras that really push against a moss pole. That helps them to be stable in the pot. Die gaat die kant op en die gaat die kant op. Wacht, als we hem een kwartslagje draaien. Kun jij hem zo vast?
Ja.
Of moeten we de mospel tegen hem aan doen?
Gewoon deze bladzijde er tegenaan.
Bladstengel er tegenaan. I didn't have quite enough soil, so before I made fresh soil, I used a piece of garden rope to tie the plant against the moss pole so that my little helper could do his own stuff again. I made some fresh soil. Okay. Well, fingers crossed for this top cutting. It's gonna go back in the windowsill, south-facing window, so lots of light. I'm gonna give it some nice water, and then maybe also the fertilizer by Killy that is for stressed plants, because this plant is definitely going to be a little bit stressed. I won't be surprised if a few of these leaves start to brown. I might even cut some of the leaves off, but we'll see how that goes. Thank you for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed this video. Very chaotic with lots of voiceover as well, because I was not in the headspace today to talk all the time.
Hello? Anyone there?
What?
We're taking over the vlog. Let's go clean this shit up.
I'm always gonna lift you up. I'm always gonna fill your cup. I'm always gonna be there for you. I'll always show support.
Hello! If you stayed all the way until the end, you get an update because it was about 2.5 weeks ago since I cut up this plant. And this is my top cutting. It still actually looks really good. All the leaves still haven't browned. I don't know how the roots are doing because it's in soil. I'm very curious what is happening underneath the soil. But so far, so good for this one. I also finished the sale on Instagram. The 5 plants or cuttings that I sold did really well and they have been shipped. I got notifications from the people who bought them as well that they have received them, that they have arrived well, even though it was pretty hot here in Europe. So I'm very relieved about that because some of the cuttings were really big, quite hard to ship. And yeah, so it seems to have gone pretty well. I know Thai constellation, the normal one, can be known to get root rot quite quickly. So I am keeping my eye on this one. I haven't had issues with it before when I did the propagations, but you never know. I might unpot it and check what is happening underneath the soil, because I also cut up my Monstera aurea, which will be a separate video. And this one got a lot of stem rot even. I lost 3 of my cuttings. So I am very scared to lose more. I do see some roots growing on this, but that will be in a separate video. And from what I heard, some of the people who bought cuttings from that one also had them rot, which is really disappointing. So far I'm very happy that the mint Thai is doing better. And I guess that's it for this video. Not a really big update. The other ones, because it will take a little bit longer before I put them together, might have a bigger update. We will see. Because I not only cut up my mint Monstera, I also cut up my Monstera aurea and my Philodendron ilsamani. And I will be cutting up Ferry, my big normal variegated Monstera upstairs. So I will have those cuttings for sale probably in September sometime. With lots of Hoya cuttings as well as my plan. So those videos in the future will have more updates maybe. But I'm also selling all the cuttings, so then it's not really... I don't know. We'll see. Thank you so much for being here. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. You can now also click a hype button, which is new. It should be, if you're on your phone, underneath where the comments are, you can swipe and then you can click hype, and that really helps small channels. I did reach 70,000 subscribers, I think this week. So thank you so much for being here. I still am a small channel and it really helps me if you do the hypes and the likes and all that stuff, because then YouTube knows that you like my content. So thank you so much for being here. Big thank you to my boyfriend Geert as well for helping, and to everyone who bid on my plants in the sale and bought my plants, because that helped me to pay my bills this month. So thank you, and we will see you in the next one.